We're at the offices of Rapiscan, which is one of the companies that's been developing high-tech scanners like this one. We're going to show you how it works in a second. It's basically a digital strip search. It can look right underneath your clothing and see whatever you might be hiding. And obviously, there have been concerns about privacy. When it comes to safeguarding the skies, terrorism is the mother of invention.
You are now entering a safety zone.
This scene from the science fiction film Total Recall may soon be the reality at airport security. The Transportation Safety Administration has ordered 150 of these full-body scanners, nicknamed naked scanners, because the images leave little to the imagination.
The only downside is they show you completely naked. It's basically an anatomically correct vision of the human body.
The Constitution protects us against unreasonable searches, and there's real cause for concern. For instance, breast implants, prosthetic devices, and other sensitive details would be plain to see.
We don't know what happens to the images. Are they stored? Could they be shared illegally? The government hasn't provided information about that.
Last June, Congress banned the mandatory use of these machines until the Department of Homeland Security addresses the privacy concerns. But many now say last week's incident was a wake-up call.
Given the choice between losing my privacy, some of it, and losing my life or losing someone I love, I'm going to choose to lose some privacy.
Ironically, one of the first airports to test this technology is Amsterdam, where the suspect in the Christmas Day plot took off.
In light of these attacks, there's going to be a new push to expand these machines, but it's kind of funny, isn't it? We actually don't know whether the guy actually went through the machine, so either it was ineffective in catching him, or it's not clear that an expansion of the machine would have stopped him.
And the reason we don't know is because only about 1 out of 10 of the screening stations in Amsterdam have these types of machines, so maybe he went through it, maybe he didn't. Joining me is Jonathan Fleming. He's with Rapiscan. He's going to show us how it works, and I'm going to be your guinea pig. I should point out that I've got a couple of items hidden, and I'm going to use this ream of paper for an extra bit of modesty.
Okay, it'll only take a few seconds, a very quick scan. There you are.
And what do we got?
As you can see over here on the image, you clearly have something in your breast pocket there.
That's my bottle of nail polish.
Bottle of nail polish.
Never travel without one.
And then obviously a knife.
And a knife. And it picks it up right away. What have you done to address some of the concerns about privacy?
Well, the images have been filtered, so there's no recognizable features of the image, and all we're detecting is the hidden objects.
It's not as detailed as it might be.
Clearly not.
And how much radiation did I just get hit with?
Very little. The key is very little X-ray. You get more radiation from a 2-minute flight than you would from this image.
Interesting. Well, 150 of these machines are on their way to airports around the country. Rapiscan expects them to be deployed as soon as January, Dan.
David, here's a bit of a touchy question. If you hide something inside of your body, will these scans pick it up?
My understanding is no. As you saw, a ream of paper was enough to block out some of the naughty bits in this, which have been blurred, but still for that extra bit of protection. So inside your body, it wouldn't be able to see, and there are other kinds of devices that folks are developing for that.
But to use your term, the blurring of the naughty bits, if those parts are blurred, is it worth having these scanners at all? Because that's where people are going to put things that we don't want on planes, as we saw allegedly on Christmas Day.
It's blurred so that you won't see the details, but you could easily see if there were a knife or a bit of powder or a bit of liquid that were near there. And the trained eye of some of the people that will be operating these machines will be crucial. It's not a foolproof mechanism. It still takes human intelligence to make it work.
All right, personal question, David. Now, having just gone through this screener, do you feel personally violated in terms of your privacy?
Not at the moment, and obviously I'm doing this voluntarily. I've actually been through these types of scanners in Europe. It's just as quick as the normal metal detectors that you go through, and you just sort of have to put it out of your mind. Obviously, though, there are concerns about how long these images are kept and whether, if it does show something embarrassing, it could end up on the internet someday.
A very brave, yet still modest David Wright reporting from Virginia this morning. We appreciate it. David, take care. Are you comfortable with trading privacy for security when you fly? Let us know on our shout-out board at abcnews.com.